Hello, everybody. Toxic Talk. Let's talk about Bitcoin and how you explain that to somebody. Right? You meet somebody and you want to tell them about Bitcoin, and they ask you, okay, what is this thing? And some people will say, oh yeah, I know it's computers around the world, mining and looking for a puzzle and all those things, and then if you find it, you get Bitcoin. And okay, and some people would say, oh yeah, it was if you got in early, you could make money, but now it's too late, right? Okay, so those are explanations some people give you, and some of them say, okay, yeah, well, they can hack it and you lose all your money and all that. Okay, that's another thing. And now here's the thing: what is Bitcoin? How you explain that to a newbie, a person who doesn't know? So the best strategy is, in my opinion, ask the person, what is the most valuable thing in your life? Okay, what is the most important thing for you? The most valuable thing? And the person gonna be like, okay, well, it's they may say, oh yeah. I asked one guy, he said it's like Star Wars, crashing in the space, And I said, no, I ask you for the most important thing in your life. What is most valuable to you? They said, and then he said, oh, yo, what is more valuable to me? I said, yeah. He said, the most valuable thing to me is my time. I said, okay, nice. Your time is the most valuable thing to you. And okay, so do you want to store your time into something that you can never lose it again? He said, what does that mean? I said, yeah, if you want to store your time, you want to save your time, never lose your time, your time never disappear, right? One way you could do that is buying Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is time. And then he looked at me like, well, you would now at that time you would have to say Bitcoin, you would have to let Bitcoin be your time. I said, yes, that's what you do. When you put your money, right, when you trade your time for fiat money, and that fiat money, right, hold your time. But this money is evaporating with inflation. So what you're doing, you're giving your time to a central banker that can print your money. So it's the same thing. Like when you give your time, you could give your time to fiat, right? Or you could give your time to Bitcoin that can never leak. It doesn't leak. It doesn't have a CEO. It doesn't have a management team. It doesn't have like people who need to steal the inflation from you, right? It's secured by computers all around the world, right? So one computer go bust, another one go back in line, replace it, right? And the network keep on going more and more secured. So you see what I mean? And the secret is how, okay, now the person will ask you, okay, how Bitcoin measure time? How is the time? Well, it's simple. Bitcoin always try to set up a clock, right? Every 10 minutes the clock click. It's like the second of Bitcoin is 10 minutes, right? Every 10 minutes there's a click in average. So in that click you find a new block, right? And this is that time, right? You just have every 10 minutes you have a click. Now it's at 754, 55,000, something like that. So this is the clock. So, and because it has to maintain this time, you need computers on the world, right? Computing to secure that time. It's not about like the money. It's not about the any other thing. It's about securing the timing, the 10 minutes, to make sure the 10 minutes go smoothly in average, right? Every 10 minutes. That's why you have the difficulty adjustment every 2 weeks, right? To maintain that time. So, yes, you have the coin involved. Yes, you have the Satoshis involved. All that is simply to pay the subsidy. It's a subsidy for the miners, right? To pay for doing the work, right? That's why you call it proof of work. So it's simply as that. It's just simply as that. If you want, let's say, you want to keep your time into currency that's losing value, then you always losing your time, right? You're always losing your time. But if you want to put your time into something strong, okay, so that can never lose its value, then your life is infinite. Your life expansion is infinite. Even when you're dead, your money, your time will always valuable. We always worth more and more, right? We never, as human, had the opportunity to save our time into something that can never destroy, right? We always have fiat currency that can be destroyed by a single guy, right? In Bitcoin, your money cannot be destroyed, right? Even in a million years, right? Bitcoin still alive, it can never destroy, because the Bitcoin network is there to secure it, right? So, anyways, this is the strategy right there. This is the point here. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. And again, I will see you again in the next Toxic Talk. This was Ike Over.